Dave, we're moving along at about 0.9 miles an hour. We're almost perfectly on our track line. Right now, I want to share with you a really interesting feature that's on Minn Kota iPilot, and it's called Record a Track. Right now, we're deep water walleye fishing, but this Record a Track feature could be really applied to a wide variety of different fishing situations that you face out on the water.
Yeah, what James and I did is we fished the structure normally from start to finish, around the perimeter, following every little nook and cranny along the contour with our depth finder and our trolling motor. But by engaging the iPilot Record a Track feature at the very beginning, the iPilot laid down a system of coordinates every 25 feet along that path. And so it stored that in the memory. When we got to the end, we shut it off, and all we have to do is hit track back to start, and the boat will automatically turn, and the iPilot and the Tarova will follow that track back for us exactly. We just have to sit back and fish and let the motor do the work for us.
You can see we have a little bit of wind here, but what's really interesting, the iPilot and this Record a Track feature, what I'm doing is slightly adjusting our speed based on the wind conditions as we're moving around the bar. But it's really nice in the fact that how accurately it follows that contour. When you look at the map, you can see how I'm really zoomed in here, but when I zoom back out, you can see how accurately we've been following our Record a Track line that we initially laid down.
And then when we get to the end of the track, the iPilot will automatically shut the motor off, and it's not going to take us any farther. Right now we're getting back to our starting position, and when it gets back to the start, all we have to do is hit track to end, and the boat will spin back around again and follow the path all the way back. Setting up a track is actually much simpler than it sounds. We're going to establish a start and a finish to our track around the contour. We hit the record button, and a little letter pops up. It'll be A, B, or C. We want to select one of 3 tracks. We can record up to 3. We'll let it flash on A for 3 seconds, and it locks in, and we've got a starting point. Now we're just going to fish normally all the way to the very end, and we get to the end of our track, we hit the record button again, and that stops the end of the track. We have an ending point. Now all we have to do to go back and fish this is just go track to start or track to end, and the boat will go back and forth, hug it unbelievably well. iPilot does all the work. That's the way it should be. Obviously, we're sort of quick trolling for walleyes today. We could just as well be very slow trolling with a live bait rig. We could go out in open water and set down a course and troll crankbaits for stripers. We could come in on the contour here and longline troll crankbaits for big northern pike. The trolling applications are what people tend to see, but we could just as well follow the deep weed edge and cast up inside for largemouth bass using a variety of lures. So you've got both trolling and casting applications with the iPilot Record a Track. It really is amazing. It will do the boat control for you once you lay down the initial track. Minn Kota's iPilot Record a Track. It's like having your own personal fishing guide to run the boat for you.